Hello everyone, I'm Eva.
I'm David, and this is the Infosec stream. Welcome everyone. Yet another Friday. We finished that one. Another week. Well, some of us, maybe the US, they're still going to work. What is the East Coast time right now? It's like somewhere noonish.
Oh,
I
no,
think.
no.
Yeah. Can you check the audio on the stream if it goes properly and all that? We're going to. Okay.
There's just a huge delay.
Yeah. There's a delay.
Yeah.
That's why I like to keep the OBS screen here so that you can see almost in real time what we have. And today we're not going to deal with 3D printing because, well, just a little bit. We'll show you what we got eventually out of yesterday's stream. We still did a calibration of the 3D printer, but we got some surprising results. So yesterday's stream was turns out it was very successful, and we managed to configure and calibrate the printer, and we did some test printing. So we'll show you the results. And today we plan to configure Wi-Fi pineapples. We had very little time as a preparation for the stream, so it's probably going to be a mess. And I checked a few things for the documentation, and apparently they changed things around. They only have two very short entries in the documentation for the Pineapple Mark VII. Everything else is in video tutorial format. Which is, I think it's not ideal, but they also released an ebook, and I just minutes before we went live downloaded that ebook. So we'll take a look inside, and hopefully that will give us enough details to get started. With the Tetra and the Nano, the previous versions of pineapples, I did the configuration. We still need to check on those as well, and I do remember that configuring them was pretty difficult and it's not necessarily intuitive, so I'm pretty sure we will spend the you don't even know, you're just nodding. But I think we will have to fill the playtime. If not, then I downloaded a couple models for 3D printing. We can bring back the printer and see how it prints. And later we will plan to while we run a stream, probably not the hardware one because we need to put things together here, but the other streams we could rearrange the layout of the stream a bit and do the printing while we're doing the stream and what we're usually do during these streams. Like if it's a blue team one or a red team one, we are often just going to interact with the system and not need the overhead camera. So that would be an ideal place to do the 3D printing. We don't want to do the stream as a 3D printing stream. At least it's not amongst our plans. So about channel goals, we don't have any goals set because day before yesterday, I think, eventually I managed to figure out how to get Stream Raiders up and running, and yesterday we tried it out. Even though nobody joined, I'm still going to start up this, and I don't know why, but I didn't get the notification, so I'm just booting up Stream Raiders. And if you want to update in progress, okay, we're going to wait for that one. But if you want to join, then you can use the !SR or Stream Raiders command. SR is the shorthand for this, so you can go on this link and join the battle. I just need to run the update apparently. So this probably will take some time to get to it, but eventually we will have Stream Raiders up and running. I'm going to just place it here. And this week was quite busy. We are going to keep on streaming because we still have some tasks to do. Do we have something?
And in
interesting
the
for you?
meantime, yes, thank you, Pacemaker 1923 for
Oh.
the follow.
Thank you very much. Yeah. In the meantime, the alert also showed up. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with StreamReader, so I'm gonna keep on refreshing. Hopefully, I don't have to now delete all my
Okay.
cookies the way I did it. So about this week's streams, we had on Monday the D4 Madness one. We did Autoruns, Memory Forensics, and we also looked at the page file briefly. It went a bit more difficult than I expected, but I went back and rerun my script to produce all the files. Still, we had, I think, all the major findings that I could find even after rerunning the script. So you didn't miss much, but we'll do a refresher on Monday together with Ava because she couldn't attend. And we're going to check it out together, what we have so far. Then Tuesday, there was nothing because it was Hackershly Meetup stream, so we did not stream that day, but we attended that one, and I think it was really, really good. Wednesday, we continued with the Throwback Lab, and unfortunately, we couldn't finish it. So, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, because it's about to expire. I think tomorrow we're going to sit down and do it. What should be the time frame for that? I don't have it on the schedule yet, but I will add it after.
Evening.
Somewhere in the evening, like what?
Yeah, we'll see.
6
How
or
the-
7 or
8, I don't know.
8?
We'll see how the day goes because I don't yet know when I finish tomorrow because we
Okay.
will decide it tomorrow.
Okay, so somewhere evening-ish,
Yeah.
and then I will add it to
Late,
the
yeah.
I will add it to the schedule, so you will get the notification, and you can check it tomorrow. And Sunday we're going to do the Hungarian beginner-friendly TryHackMe Junior Penetration Tester path. This is going to be part 4, and we're going to look at, if I remember correctly, burp suit, and then we'll see how you can interact with that tool. So far we avoided using that because that's the order on the path. So I think we briefly did some burp suite usage, but now we're really going to dive deep into the usage and probably give you some tips on what we like to do with the tool and how we like to use it. Okay, let's look at Infosec news, just a few of them. And I wonder if anyone has problems with StreamReaders. Brand new version is rolling out right now. So we continue to see this message. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to, I think it's a sign, but I will put
Do you
it
want
back.
to switch over? Oh,
and-
you already switched over.
Yeah,
It's just a huge delay.
Yeah. If it bothers you, then you can do a refresh on it and maybe it will catch up. But so for the news section, there were some Intel updates, but I didn't have time to really look at these. Do you know anything about these? What kind of updates do we have here? Anything interesting or?
No, and I didn't really see this one in the news either and on Twitter either.
Okay, I saw it on the Internet Storm Center podcast
Okay.
links, but
Because they did not.
I don't recall anything about this one. But yeah, trace analyzer, advisor, software advisory. So yeah, these do not look like, well, the advisor is pretty important because if you're lazy and you don't want to install your drivers, then I think that's the one that does recommendations on that. So if you have that one either installed or comes with as a bloatware on your system, oh, there's more. There's some additional ones. February, wireless Bluetooth. So no, it looks like there's plenty of things here. Probably the wireless Bluetooth one could be interesting. Too bad that they don't have something like a CVS score here, so we could quickly look
They are
at the.
criticality.
Yeah, but you're probably going to see some updates if you have anything Intel based, which is quite a lot of systems these days. And then the Apple advisory. Today was a surprise morning for us because Apple did an update, and I wouldn't say this is completely out of cycle, but usually they do like a later update in the month. Like as you can see, it's usually not around this time, but
yeah, in January
it was quite late. So they don't have, I think, a schedule, but they try to do like regular monthly updates. And you remember this morning, you said like, oh, there's an update for all of the things, and I was like, oh, you mean like affecting all kinds of systems? Oh, it's probably Safari with the WebKit.
And then I read the article.
Yeah, and then it's always the usual suspect. So is there? I don't have any other articles here listed out, but do you have something? I think you said that you want to search for something. Or...
Yes, I would like to cite it word by word because I think that.
Okay, but do you know where I should go, or do you have an idea where we can find it?
Yes, it is here.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
So what they say about the impact, they say that processing maliciously crafted web content may lead to arbitrary code execution. That we understand. But here comes the tricky part. Apple is aware of a report that this issue may have been actively exploited.
No, and the whole thing is really strange. Like there's a CV code, anonymous researcher there. Use after free, so yeah.
So I think that there's just a lot to unfold here. There are stories behind every single word.
There's something probably here, and they updated everything. So you.
Yeah, but WebKit, yeah, you were right.
Usually when they do like a quick emergency update and it affects most of their products, it's because it's something to do with Safari, and inside Safari, I think the biggest source of vulnerabilities is some sort of WebKit related vulnerability. So on macOS, you will be able to update Safari. I don't think it's usually arrives as a separate update, not like a full system update. But in case of iOS and watchOS, I think I still need to update my watch. I'll do that one later. We did the update quickly on iPhone and iPad. So far, no weird reboot loops or anything like that. So went well. So far, so good. Maybe I should knock on their wood 3 times.
We'll see in a couple of days if there will be.
But we are now early adopters, whether if it's good or bad.
Oh, that may have been actively exploited, but it got me on board.
We were like, okay, then let's check it out. All right, before we dive into today's content, which is I'm just going to grab a Wi-Fi Pineapple here, and we're going to start configuring it. I do have our devices from the Enzyme stream, and I think I already have, so I already have the Greylog VM up and running here, and I quickly bookmarked back all the systems and all the devices here. So let's see, Greylog is up and running. Okay, later I will also turn on the Enzyme sensor, and we can take even logged in. Okay, awesome. So we're going to look at if we can detect Pineapple's presence, because I think it's one of the bandits, as Leonard called them on Enzyme. And I think he does the same kind of detection, because on that stream he said that, try to turn on a Wi-Fi Pineapple. So I think it does the same thing as with the Polnagochi. And I do want to check that one out because it's pretty interesting. So that's all on the news side. Oops, probably I shouldn't have done that one. Let me just go back here real quick, sorry. So we're going to check out the Pineapple Mark VII, and I'm also going to bring up the ebook that I downloaded. So they do have WiFi Pineapple documentation in ebook format. This is free, but if you don't have a Pineapple, then it doesn't make too much sense to download this one. I think
you can brag about your knowledge in the party. You don't have a Pineapple, but you can cite from the ebook.
Yeah, that would be a weird kind of party though, or that is a good party trick. but you can always try. You can always try. So yeah, we have the documentation here. Documentation does contain my email address, but I don't really consider this one as doxing, because if you cannot find that one out, then you're doing OAuth wrong. Then we're going to have an OAuth stream. Same thing as we saw with the enzyme stream, that you're gonna see SSIDs during the stream. And if you consider that one doxing, then yeah, try a Google search and you can probably easier like find out our office addresses that way. So before we do that though, and dox ourselves, just kidding. Let me show you, and I still have to do a few things as a proof that we fully embrace 3D printing now.
You just want your gummies.
I do want to have the gummy bear. Oh. What's going on with this camera? Let me try here something with the camera. I'm not sure what's going on.
Do you want to use your phone in the meantime?
No, this should work. Not sure what's going on here. I'm gonna turn off the camera maybe and turn it back on. Sometimes that fixes it. I haven't checked it before we started the stream, and obviously there's an issue. Come on, OBS, you can do it. If not, then I will try to unplug and plug it back in. I just need to figure out which one is it. No, those are not good quality cameras. Sorry about that one. Let me see what we can do. I think it's Camlink probably, so I'm gonna detach Camlink, attach it back in.
I just check if
Wait.
Stream Raider.
Oh yeah, Stream Raiders. I'm not sure if it's on. So let's try again. Deactivate and activate. Ah, there we go.
Wonderful.
So usually that's, yeah, it's OBS. It was the Camlink and Pros by OBS. So what do we have here? First of all, proof that we did remove the foil from the LCD, so it's no longer attached to it. We just wanted to be sure that this is, I'm just going to stick it here for now. This is something that works and we don't have to redo everything. So these little flag looking things here, what are these? So what we did,
Fun with flags.
Fun with flags. What we did a series of calibration steps yesterday, and most of them failed miserably.
No.
Most of them. But the very last one, when we decided, okay, we're gonna go and really lower that that nozzle close to the heat bed, we finally ended up with, I think it was this one here. So this one, you take a closer look at it, it's pretty nice. This is the setting. So we we took a Sharpie and just wrote the setting on here for the nozzle, and it's on the bottom. It's very nice and smooth. Also on the top, it has a little bit of residue filament here on the side, so it's not perfect. But we started experimenting afterwards. After the stream, I did a couple print tests. For example,
So what we saw that when it was too far, there were gaps.
Yeah.
Between the lines.
Yeah, and here's an example for that. It's not as bad as the initial ones. Yeah, the other ones I threw away. Yeah. But if you really look closely, you can see that it's not a continuous surface. It's see it like this. Like this. Sorry.
Oh, you can even separate
you can really separate it out because the nozzle was too high up compared to the heat bed. So this setting, not good. Then I tried to do some binary search approach, and I went a little bit higher up. We also have here, do you see the, yeah, so there's also the 1.5 one. here I think the problem is that what they mention on the manual as well, that the filament became very, very flat. So if you compare, for example, to the one that we like the most, you can even probably see some slight differences. So the one that is closer to the top is the one that was lowered even more, and it's a little bit squeezed and it's very, very thin. The print quality is also the surface is not smooth enough. So I think this was really what was mentioned there, but we had to experiment and kind of, so it's one thing that it's in the manual and it's written, but it's another thing how you test it and feel it.
No, but actually my issue was that I think that in the handbook,
yeah,
they say that you should lower it, but they didn't talk about numbers.
Yeah.
So I went to the Prusa support.
Base. Yeah. There was a knowledge base.
It was the knowledge base on it, so it wasn't in the handbook,
useful.
but it was in the knowledge base. And in the knowledge base, they told us that for most people, it will be between minus 0.5 and or 0.4.
Something like that, yeah. 0.4 and
1.9. Minus the 1.9. So because before that we were playing at minus 0.1.120, and then we knew that okay, so if it's at least 0.4, then we can just really lower it, and we ended up with minus 1.4.
Yeah, and so we started experimenting a little bit, and this one it's barely visible, but I think if you look, if you look very carefully, you'll see here on the side. So I started, like I said, doing some sort of binary search here, and on the side, I think this is a good angle. So see these like shadows here on the side. The filament is not fully fitting. No, it's still too far away. It's too far away. Not as significant as with this distance, where you can really separate the lines that were printed. So anyways, we did a couple experiments and tried different settings. Even this one, which is just 0.005 millimeters off compared to the one that we're the most happy with. And by the way, if you watch the stream, you remember this number. That was the last setting that we had for calibration. Even this one is not as good. So last calibration that we did on stream is the winner. This is the perfect number, which is kind of weird because it's a very like nice
precise,
round number. But yeah, it might have been with the placing of the sensor, I'm not sure. Anyway, we have now this one configured and we did some printing. So the first thing I printed, I tried this one out as a test print because this is what they recommend in the manual. So this is sort of not an actually useful print. It's more like after calibration, this is the first thing that you should try. And it's kind of weird that it prints out this frame around it. Eva calls it a skirt. And
they call it, I think
they call it a skirt. And then you have the fully printed logo of Prusa here. I used the filament that came as a sample, and it's not perfect. So again, you can sort of see some imperfection on the sides, especially if I tilt it a little bit. I try to get it on an angle where you can see. So you can see here, it's a little bit darker compared to the middle. The middle is very, very nicely printed and smooth. Here on the edges, it's a bit rough, but this was printed with the calibrated setting that we tested multiple times, and this is the best result that we can get. Maybe we could tweak it just a tiny little bit, but I don't think that would be a huge difference. And this was the very first print that I tried. I think it came out.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It came out wonderfully. So very, very satisfied with this. I wasn't sure that after spending 20 plus something hours that this thing will eventually work, but it did, and it worked wonderfully. So today we did something different, and in the title I did say we're still going to do some 3D printing related stuff, but this is really the last thing. So in the title that's why we have the 3D printing one, because we just want to show you what we tried out yesterday and today after the stream. So in the stream we mentioned that I ordered this test bench for hardware testing, and I managed to, as I was unpacking it and trying it out, I managed to bend it too much and I broke one of these little pieces. But these are all 3D printed ones. At the time we didn't have a 3D printer, and this wasn't necessarily a motivation to get a 3D printer, but I got interested about it earlier. But this was a great use case. So replacing the two parts here, one is the broken one. I super glued it back together, but it's kind of ugly because the other piece also got some glue on it. So I was like, yeah, probably we should replace the two. So just to make it symmetrical, I took off one perfectly good piece from one side, and then placed it on the other. And these are the printed ones. I would argue that the quality of this one is even better than the original. If you take a closer look at the original one, some of the printing imperfections are visible, like here on this piece. You see these lines. I think it's the printer that they used to print had some calibration issues, or the printer had this issue. And comparing it with maybe the color is also in there, or the material, I don't know. But this came out again just perfectly well. Now the tricky part, and we'll show this one later, or we can show it in this stream if anyone is interested. You need to download 3D models. These are in STL files, which you can open up even by Paint 3D. I just accidentally tried it because there was an application associated to this file format. So I was like, oh, I wonder which program is going to open this one up for me. And it was Paint 3D. But Prusa has their slicer software, so now I associated that file type to the slicer. If I double click on a model, then it's going to open up the slicer, and we can do the, should we show this one, the slicing? And it's a very, very easy process. Afterwards, you're gonna end up with a Gerber file, and then that's the one that you place on a USB, plug it the USB to the Prusa printer, select the model. You can even view the model there on a simple little picture, so you will know what you're printing exactly, and then you start printing. And this one printed in like what, 5 minutes or something like that, even probably less. So super quick, and then I just replaced it. So cool thing about 3D printing, if you break something, you can repair it. That's pretty much one of the selling points there.
But don't break things.
Yeah, but I try not to. This is not something that I intended to do. So let me grab, maybe we can grab this model. So this was I can even try to find the model. Can you lower the volume a bit on that one? So things worse. No, on
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you. And probably if you turn it against to each other, then it's not gonna be. I just don't like hearing myself back in as an echo. Yeah, I already have in the collections. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that one. So I went to Thingiverse and I downloaded the model from the person, where you can buy these test beds, but you can also just print it by yourself. The cool thing, if you buy it from this gentleman, who I forgot his name, but it's here on Thingiverse, then he also includes everything. So you will get the needles as well, and some of the needles I think it's pretty difficult to come by. So let's see. I'll go back here. Giuseppe is the nice gentleman who has this design, and you can buy the full kit from him. which comes with, like I said, very nice sharp needles. Not this one, but he has a nano probe one. I don't have that one, but later I would like to get a piece from him. And you can on Thingiverse download the files. You have the model here, so I just picked up the appropriate one, which is the ball socket joint, downloaded it, and I already have this one over here in a folder, and I also have the G-code file here. But basically you double click and it opens up. You don't see the splash screens because it's on the other screen, but it opens up the Prusa slicer, and that's what you're gonna end up with, little model. If you don't want to have the print orientation like this, you can even do something like this, place on face, and you can select the side. So if I click here, it turns it upside down. Really cool stuff. And then you have this slice now option. So I'm using the simple viewer interface. There's the expert one, and this is a spaceship, so I'm not going there. Actually, I don't think they have that many additional options here, but the simple interface just for getting a model and print it out. If you don't want to do the design part, I think it should be more than or you don't want to modify anything on the settings. You also need to go through configuration wizard, by the way, where you selected the printer. Where is it? So you can select the details for the printer. This is the printer, the standard printer that we have with this standard nozzle. Later I might try some other nozzles for this one when we have the need to replace the sheet on the printer. They also support other vendors, and then you also have to select the filament. So I just went and selected the PLA for the example for the sample filament, and finished up the whole setup. And once you end up with the setup wizard, you can add models even, like with the icon over here. And once you're done and you're happy, you can say slice now, and it will create the slicing design. Now, I don't get why it creates this ring around it. Do you have any idea? But we were a bit surprised. It started printing, and I thought that slicing went incredibly wrong, and I thought that it's the bottom ring, the top ring somehow ended up here. I think it's probably the way they do slicing. They probably measure like the whole width of the object, and just start printing from the outside going towards the inside, maybe. Not sure, but this shape of this object might be affecting it. If anyone knows in the chat, please let us know, because we have no clue why this ring ends up. But afterwards you can export into G-code file. I believe it's a Gerber file, because these printers are pretty much like CNC machines, but it's just a hunch. I actually haven't looked at the G-code file. Maybe we should look into that one, but I'm pretty sure it just contains coordinates, and then you can save it. You can also save it into a project, free MF project, and you can open it up later. Let me see if we have a way to take a look inside. No, this G-code looks kind of weird. No, it kind of looks like it looks like a Gerber. Yeah, it looks like a Gerber file. I just don't know what this is. It's thumbnail. Oh, I do know what this is.
Thank you, Security Weekly, for the rating.
Oh, very much thank you for this one. This is so surprising, Security Weekly. I'm a bit surprised, Security Weekly. I saw you going live not just long ago. Are we already like that much into our stream? So hello everyone from Security Weekly, all the raiders. We're just talking about the 3D printing that we did this afternoon, I think, with the Freshly Built 3D printer. We built from scratch a Prusa MINI in the past couple of streams, and yesterday we managed to get to a point where it was properly calibrated, and then we had to finish the stream. but we're showing off the results. I can go back for the raters and show what we accomplished. Let me just try to jump back here. So we printed out the mandatory Prusa logo just to test the print quality. And I had a broken piece from a project that I bought before we had the 3D printer, and these are 3D printed parts. So on ThinkSource, I downloaded the model and printed instead of the broken ones because I hot glued it together, and it looks hideous. So I had to reprint this. And we have the printed parts here. And we're just looking at trying to figure out what the G-code file is, and it kind of looks like a Gerber file. So this is what we have over here. And I do know what this is here. I do know what this is. So the file actually here just contains the coordinates for the printing, which kind of makes sense. But, and I was wondering about this, how does the printer display the image? It definitely doesn't have the 3D model there. And it's a thumbnail view here. I think for different sizes, and they just store the whole thing in base 64. So
and
we could
even says thumbnail.
We can, yeah, it even says thumbnail. We can actually test this hypothesis with our favorite tool, Cyber Chef. Let's try it, because I can drop here the base 64, and it should say that it's just have the let me replace this part real quick. Replace. I think it should work like this.
I'm not sure. You should remove the...
Boom. Type portable. So it's a PNG file, apparently, and we could even download it. Did I download this one? I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it to the folder where it came from. I think it was this one. .png, right? And we can check it. Oh, that's weird. Oh, maybe yeah, because it's just, I'm sorry. So it's, we need to convert this from base 64, I think. And then download it. Sorry, that was my bad. It was the incorrect CyberChef recipe there. So let's overwrite this one. Ah, this is the small one.
Yes.
But it does look like it.
Yeah.
So I took the smaller one. I probably should have taken the larger one here. So this is how you see it. Yeah, this is the larger one. This is how you see it on the printer's LCD. Pretty cool stuff. And
yeah, we were wondering about how
because it's normally I would just expect a dumb Gerber file, but apparently this is a bit smarter. So that's how it works. This is what it makes it tick. Really, really interesting. Yeah, so this is what we managed to figure out and get it work after. Yeah, you can add up the length of the streams,
so
but
one Friday it was
7 hours. Then we did
3 or 4 2 times.
4, but one of them was way longer than just 3 hours, I think. So one was like 5 hours or something.
Then let's just say 7 plus 7, and then on last Friday like 4.
What do you mean last Friday?
Because we did an extra on Tuesday and
yeah, we did 2 extras.
And
then Friday.
Then on Friday again a longer one.
Yeah, that was the 5 hour.
That was the 5 hour. So we are around 19. And
yesterday, it's 20 plus hours,
20
but
plus.
totally worth it. So yeah, if you just want to have a working 3D printer, I don't recommend it. But if you would like to understand how a 3D printer works and what makes it tick, then I think it's a fantastic project. I'm a little sad that it's now done. What are we going to do now?
I don't know.
This is and put it back together.
From memory.
They
now
do.
Based on the assembly guide.
Yeah, that's really the hard difficulty level. But
then we wait 2 weeks before just to make sure that we forget everything.
Yeah. No, I have it imprinted in my fingers. Some of the steps, literally, because you have
lubricant.
the lubricant, and you have to push in the bolts into tiny little holes on the 3D printed parts. So yeah, some of the steps I do remember quite well. So that was all on the 3D printing part. I'm going to clean up things here, and the most important part, because at the end of each step there's a grand prize, and I preserved the gummy bears here, so I get to eat the last gummy bears. Again, I'm going to ask, are you sure you don't want to have gummy bears?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we should have 6 gummy bears, which is the very last step. So I'm going to eat them during the stream. That's the
I can
That's
just
the
repeat
plan.
the same thing, that compare those colors, that yellow, that orange, and that
it looks
red
very
to
much like the actual
To
3D
pay-
printed part. So
pay very much attention,
not to mix them up.
not to mix them up.
Yeah. So I'm going to clean off things here, and we're going to grab that Wi-Fi Pineapple. Yeah, the 3D printed thing also goes here.
Thank you.
So yeah, you can.
So I will have my private fun with flags
Yeah, it's
session.
but they look like flags, but they're really
No, because
the
what the
end
calibration session was, that snake-like lines, and then at the end of what we saw here, these little flags, these little rectangles filled in. Actually, there was just one per calibration session.
I would say the lines are important, but probably the most important part is the filled little rectangle.
Yeah, because we had to pay attention how the corners are handled, but the stress was at the end, because we could just judge much better the heights based on these little rectangles.
Yeah, they clearly have a ton of experience with 3D printers. Okay, that's enough for 3D printing. Let's get to the Wi-Fi Pineapple part.
Wow, I'm looking forward to it.
So this is and they do have a little card here. Probably I should have looked at the card, see what information do they have on this. So we do have also a signal owl. We're not going to play with that one unless we have extra time left. But if we have extra time left, I would like to just grab the nanos and tetras that I have, and also do the configuration steps on them, or more like updates on them, because normally they should be configured. I also do recall that those ones have an option to extend their available disk space, but this one does not seem to have a slot for SD cards. So for those, you were able to plug in an SD card and extend the available space for them. But the Mark VII apparently, and it seems like that the plastic and it tracks fingerprints here, so you see all the fingerprints that I'm leaving here, and it do have 4 antennas, 4 radio interfaces, but they are all 2.4 gigs. There's no 5 gig one. Darren Kitchen, if you're ever going to watch this, probably never, but still, like, what? Why?
You sure?
Yeah, no, there's nothing. There is, however, this USB.
Give me those little pieces of paper.
No, I'm 100% sure.
Yeah, I know.
You know why? Because of the second card that you're holding in your hand.
The black and white.
Yeah, the black and white one. So here in my little package, I do have this one here. We bought these ones, I think they came out last year, but we haven't got the chance to configure them. But now we're having the upcoming engagement where we're going to do Wi-Fi assessment. So we're going to prepare these for the assessment. So it's a great opportunity for us to show it on the stream. And I think last year's November, no, these are 2 years old, I think already. So, or almost, because I do remember buying these when they had Black Friday deals. And then the next year, Black Friday deals, I saw that they do have the adapter as well. So if you want to, and you can do it with other adapters. I just thought that I will try out their adapter for 5G. So if you want to do not that 5G, 5 gigahertz for Wi-Fi. So if you want to extend it, they do sell the.
You're right.
Yeah, well, okay. You're doubting me, or
no?
So Eva is like, yeah, I was right, because she looked at these specifications, and this one says, where is it? You see here the frequency range. Probably it's a little too small, so let me just move that one higher up. So the frequency range is only for 2 gig. For some reason it focuses here. Come on, camera. Do the middle part. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, and that's why you can grab either this one or any adapter that is supported and has a proper driver support. We potentially can try it out with I have behind one of my laptops an Alpha. It's the AWS 1900. That one has pretty good driver support. I'm not sure. This one should work because it's coming from Hack5. So we're going to try all of these, and first order of business is to power this device up. I think it should work with the laptop. What is this called? Laptop bay or laptop dock, because that one has USB-C. I don't think we have any other available USB-Cs on my laptop here. So it comes with the USB-C cable here, and I can probably grab like an adapter for a Raspberry Pi as well, if that doesn't work for some reason. Although the laptop will also allow us to use it as an Ethernet port, so that's a good option. And for the 5 gig adapter, we can just attach it to this USB port, like so. I'm not sure if we want to do that right now. So let's start with the base install, and then we can always add that one later and see the configuration. So I'm just getting out the antennas here. And let me ask you to start installing the antennas. We'll do it off screen because I'm not sure if that's really interesting. And you want to do it here?
No.
I was thinking that I would just switch in the meantime to the manual. So the manual with the Wi-Fi Pineapple Mark VII is all video-based steps, except for the base setup, base installation and base setup. We're not gonna watch the videos unless we're stuck and we cannot find anything on the ebook that I just managed to find. The ebook can be downloaded from the page where you can buy the Wi-Fi Pineapple. Firmware upgrade via USB. So it's a recovery. I briefly watched the videos, and normally when you first fire it up, it should work almost out of the box and connect through Wi-Fi, for example. So you can configure it through Wi-Fi, or you can use the option to use USB Ethernet. Normally the driver should work out of the box, but we still have to configure, I believe, the Ethernet adapter for, internet connection sharing, for example, through Windows. I have a Windows box here, so we're going to probably try that one because I don't really fancy the idea to connect this one to our network through wireless, because then later I have to remove that. It sounds like a hustle to do that. So we're going to do the setup by USB Ethernet and plug in the cable like that. I think we should also review the documentation here on the PDF. So industry standard penetration tester platform has evolved. This should be an exclamation mark here. Ebook is automatically generated from documentation where you find the most up-to-date version. Really? But then there should be a documentation online. How come I did not find it? Setup, connecting. Is this the same one? Does not look like the same one. Let me do another attempt to find this one, because if it's really just WiFi Pineapple Mark VII. This is much better. Okay, forget the ebook then. Yeah, because it really looked like something that was generated. There's no proper line breaks or anything. So yeah, this is much better. So apparently you don't need that. Okay, let's dive in. So industry standard, connecting the Wi-Fi Pineapple on Linux. We don't have that one, so let's jump to the Windows one. We can actually do it on Linux if it's needed. Network, internet settings on Windows, settings applications, scroll down, related settings.
I just want to highlight.
I never used this interface here, yeah?
That they say that the following guide is designed to work on Windows 11. So they already updated the documentation.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, why would you go ever near Windows 11 though?
Oh, that's the version.
Yeah. It's the law. It's the rule. You always do a skip.
No, things have changed.
No, Windows 11 skip version.
But you didn't hear anything.
I don't care. Skip version. No, it's like this is how you use Windows systems. Windows XP, good version. Windows Vista, skip version. Then Windows 7, good version. Windows 8 and 8.1 skip version. We always did it like this way. Even going back, like
want to talk about the
95 bad, 98 good, Millennium Edition horrible, 2000 was okay. But I think it was before Millennium. Anyways, you get the idea. Like, no, we're not going to use Windows 11. We have Windows 10 here. Yeah, we already got the warning. Like, hey.
No, but I also had the button.
They're going to drop the A bomb eventually, and Clippy will appear in Windows 10. And like, hey, you want me to go away? Just update to Windows 11.
I miss Clippy.
Clippy, no, what is missing Clippy? Oh, by the way, Prusa has Clippy inside the Prusa slicer. They actually brought back Clippy. They don't call it Clippy, but the little icon there that gives you the tool tips, it is a paper clip. Okay, so I think they really assume that this will properly appear amongst our adapters. So I'm going to get to the settings for network and sharing center adapter settings, and try to plug this thing in. The RPSMA antennas are like, I'll just try to orient them, and this is the incorrect direction, obviously, but so we have on this laptop a ton of different interfaces because I have VPN adapters and virtual adapters, and normally if we plug in the Pineapple, it should appear as an Ethernet adapter. This was the case with the previous version as well, but it was a little bit flaky. I had some strange experience with that one. Try to see where I can plug this one in. So we'll try the one that is closer. This will make the, it showed up here. It's this one here. So we saw this one already. We have a new adapter. We'll set that one up. Just hang in there. Because I want to see the boot process. So this little LED, I think it was kind of, it's a deeper blue than what you can see here. It's probably with all the chroma filtering, not chroma filtering, what is it? The brightness and white balancing that OBS does that I always forgot to turn off. But it's a deeper blue, and it was solid when I powered on the device, and now it's blinking. I think it's for the configuration steps, maybe. So I'm going to, let me just put this one aside, and we're going to do the same configuration steps here.
So we need to,
oh yeah, sorry, yeah, absolutely. And in the meantime, there's a new network appeared here, so I'm going to just say yep. And let's switch back here to the documentation, where we have the instructions for IP address and DNS. It's kind of weird. Okay. So going to go to properties. You're gonna see the UAC kicking in. Oh no, why? That's weird. Yeah, this is not ideal though, so I think I will do it here. Sorry. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm clicking on properties, but I do want to see what we need to configure here. And then I guess IPv4, do you see? Yeah, it's here, properties, and we need to configure a manual address here. Oh, let me just steal this one here. Quick. So 170.
16?
216.
42?
42. I think all Pineapples have this IP address by default. Gateway blank. I'm not sure why would you need the DNS, but fine. 8 and then 8844. Okay. Close. And this one, is it your own preferred and on the, okay, yeah, it doesn't matter here. And connecting Wi-Fi over Wi-Fi. Setting up your Wi-Fi Pineapple, I think, because we're not doing the Wi-Fi connectivity here. Normally, if we browse this one now, it says forbidden.
Can you please try port 1471?
Instead of 80? Oh, you think it's a mistake in the... Ooh, typo. Maybe it's for the... It's for the Wi-Fi configuration, but this is the correct port. So it's a special port. It is mentioned on the little card though, but it's yeah, it's not mentioned on the documentation properly. Just lower the volume here. Alrighty. So we are here. Wi-Fi Pineapple ships with a slimmer down firmware called the Stager. Okay, the firmware is called the Stager. This approach enables you to always have the latest, greatest firmware for out-of-the-box setup due to the latest firmware being downloaded. Okay, getting started. Firmware over the air. Start being verified. Presents 5. You can do this by pressing. I don't think we are supposed to be on that. Port number, but this is forbidden. That's so strange.
Can you please try HTTP? Maybe
it was HTTP.
It was HTTP. It's not the browser.
This is not secure.
Okay.
No, because we should see the configuration steps here, and I don't remember configuring this. I might have. Is there a way to get to like factory reset or something like that? Quickly press the button and continue with Wi-Fi disabled. This recommended option. So do we need to...
Do you have a needle?
No, I think this is the reset button over here.
They say that try to push it with, oh, how do you call?
Meh. I'm not sure if that's necessary, but I'm a bit surprised here. Yeah, so we're not gonna do that. We did this though, and we are able to access the interface. Do we see the access point here? Where's my network icon? Oh, I think I may have done the configuration for this one already. Wow, I do not recall configuring this.
This is why I told you that it will be fun to disassemble and try to reassemble the
Okay,
3D
let me just do this real quick for a second. I am very sorry for this hiccup. I'm going to check something here real quick, but I need to enter to my password manager because I do see an SSID name that kind of looks good. And wait, what is the SSID? Is it it's a -2, so it's even not the one that that I would potentially. Well, we can reset this one to factory and then rerun the whole thing if we want to. But I think we already have this one configured. And not a problem, because I'm pretty sure I haven't tried it, so we will skip the installation, or we can reinstall it. I don't mind actually doing a factory reset and seeing it from the start. I just need to get to the appropriate place where we have, let's see. Do we see here Wi-Fi pineapples? Yep. Okay, let me try this one real quick because I think the root password, that's why this is forbidden now. And here, I think this password should let us in. Yep. Okay, so I already configured these devices apparently. Back to the intranet. USB Ethernet adapter. How do we know that configure Ethernet adapters, internet sharing on Windows? So I think this is the next step here to do the configuration, and I think this is done at the place where we've been. So on the network interface, you can rename it for convenience. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, by the way. So I can rename this to WiFi Pineapple 7, and this is actually the second one that we have in the lab. But we will do, I think we can do a factory reset for this one. Just try it out. Sorry again, I keep falling victim of the fact that we have to manage the different windows here. From the internet connection source, right-click interface, select properties, sharing tab. Yeah, so we just need to do this computer's connection, click OK. Normally I just need to select an adapter, which is, yeah, I think it's gonna be this one here for Ethernet. Could be.
Select, can you please select the WiFi Pineapple and network interface?
Yeah.
It says here.
Okay, so here I need to say which one is
but
it.
I don't see it.
No, I think it's the one that you...
Can you please close it and reopen so we can see if it picks up the new name?
Yeah, sure, but
So I mean, close this one as well.
No, but we already... I don't think that's... No, I think it's the connection that you want to share with this adapter. No, let me just read this one. Check the box label allow other network users to connect through this computer's internet connection. Wait. Oh no, so this is... Sorry, it's not this one. It's my actual adapter here.
Oh.
And then we need to select the pineapple one. Yeah, I don't like this though.
Yeah.
So this is probably not a good approach because we're streaming from the same system. Okay.
Would you like to do it on a different computer?
Yeah, but then we cannot show that. Well, I'll figure it out. Just give me a second.
Okay.
So, I wonder...
Hello, Mickey Sack.
Hi, Mickey Zek. How's it going?
Now you got my attention. I've really been looking forward to getting one of those pineapples for myself.
Yeah, so
You are in an excellent place.
I apparently did this configuration already for this one. Now we just need to figure out how we can share the network connection without disrupting the stream.
Plan B is to take another computer and stream it with a phone.
From the sharing tab, allow other network users to connect to this computer's internet connection and select Wi-Fi Pineapple. Right-click the Pineapple network interface properties, replace the default IP address. So we already have that part configured.
So I want to get one of those and go misbehave to a Starbucks or something like that. Kidding, probably won't do it. Don't do it because you live in a beautiful country and you don't want to become a fugitive.
Well, Mickey said that he's more of an indoor person, so maybe you will enjoy prison and jail, but yeah, we don't recommend doing this without authorization.
No.
The reason why pineapples are actually interesting is that you can select the target and make sure that nobody else falls victim.
Nightbot timed out Mickey said for 5 seconds.
What?
Reason stop spamming cat. Oh, what banned me, lol. Oh, with the all caps.
Okay,
But you are back. Oh, it was just 5 seconds. Yeah, don't use all caps because then I have to figure out where I can let you back in. And it takes more time than actually the expiration.
We just use the default settings for Nightbot. And yeah, this happened again, but we forgot where we can even do the
let you back in.
I think it's under mode actions, but you already came back, so yeah.
Mode comments. I think that probably is the mode comments.
Okay.
We don't want to lose you, so no caps. And no capes as well.
I'm just wondering if I can use a different interface and hope that will work.
And now we don't see what you are doing. So you have to narrate it.
I connected my laptop also to Wi-Fi, and I wonder if I do it like that and I share this connection now with the Pineapple. Well, we'll see. If the stream goes away, then it was a bad idea. How's that? And then we'll connect back immediately.
But you got the warning. The warning clearly says that you may lose connectivity.
Yeah, but this is for the Wi-Fi properties. I mean, I still have Ethernet, I think. I just don't understand why is it even trying to, like, why would it use this IP address? I don't understand. That is so stupid. Like, why is this the way? Okay, I think we will just probably go and configure the Wi-Fi Pineapple on Wi-Fi. That's super annoying.
Click yes, and the worst that can happen is you'll restart the stream.
Yeah, right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
That you will have to.
Time misconfiguration. I just want to see terminal. It's a web shell. So yeah, that definitely doesn't have a network connectivity. I just really don't understand why this is such a complicated thing. I should have tried this one though beforehand. I'm gonna try it, folks. I'm gonna try it.
It was nice to have you.
Today is the crash and burn kind of thing, so allow other network users control disable the shared internet connection. I'm gonna try it. Let's see if it works. So
can you show the physical pineapple to see how big it is?
Yeah, sure, in a second. We're just doing this delicate step of killing everything.
Yeah, because it's connected, sorry.
Now it says errors, disconnected. So yeah, it does show up. So I think we're still good. And they said that we need to then modify, I think this one modifies the Pineapple's, well, the Wi-Fi interface is gone now. That's weird. Did I get disconnected now? Yeah, it does disconnect. I'm not sure how well this will work, but properties. What? Come on. So I think it resets the address. Yeah. Which is not what we want, but instead, oops. 9, what is it? 42.
The mask. I think the mask was also different.
It's a /16 for the Pineapple. I'm not sure if I said that one. Wasn't it a /16? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem is that now my Wi-Fi connectivity just keeps dropping. Let's try a different access point. Maybe that will work. Okay. Let's see, web shell ping.
We can't see it. It's too.
Doesn't work. I don't understand. It's probably because it's not where things are routed. I'm not going to show this one, but in the meantime we can switch to the overhead camera. So this is the Wi-Fi Pineapple here. I don't know, what do we have for scale?
Haribo? You have a gummy bear for scale.
Here's a Haribo sack for scale. And it is so
beautiful. The pineapple or the Haribo?
It is somewhere between the previous versions, Tetra and the Nano. So it's smaller than the Tetra, larger than the Nano. And you were not here, I think, but one thing to take note of, good note of, is the fact that frequencies, it's only 2.4 gigs out of the box, so you need an adapter. It does have a the USB port here though, where you can attach adapters and have 5 gigahertz support. The Hack 5 shop also has an option that you can buy and add an adapter to it. This one also has a rubber pad, so it's gonna be like a more stable Pineapple once you do it. So I did buy this one because I want to make sure that it works, and normally this should be tested with the hardware itself. So okay, let's go back, because I think the Wi-Fi adapter will not be a good option for us. So I need to go back, and yeah, this keeps dropping off because of the internet sharing. What's the setting for this one now? Does it also has this one shouldn't have any fixed yeah, I don't think this will work. This will not work like this. We need to do the Ethernet one. So now is really the moment then. But I think it's the IP address is changed on the interface that is using it. So it's not, I mean, it wouldn't make any sense to drop it.
So you enable the Wi-Fi sharing on your adapter, correct?
Well, I'm going to do it now on the Ethernet one. And I think it's just resets the Pineapple's IP settings. So it's just it's more of an annoyance, I would say, that it's doing this. So see, it just reset it. We're still live.
Are
because
we live?
it cannot just think about it. It cannot reset the adapter because the whole point is to share it. So now that I think about it out loud,
Once that's done, you set up a static IP on the Pineapple.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to set up whatever IP address you want, but it's on the 42, and then the manual always says use the 42 one, and the Pineapple is on the .1. So you entered. What's wrong with my subnet mask?
225, not 255.
Ah,
Good catch, computer. Good catch, computer.
Apparently, Windows knows net masks. Okay. Pineapple disconnected. You're no longer connected to this Wi-Fi Pineapple. I will, with my mind, connect back. Now! That's very good. Yeah, it's the interface. Some JavaScript running on it, I guess. The warning is time string browser time. Don't really care about that one much.
No, it's /16 you said, right? The net mask.
Yeah, what was the...
The question was the mask shouldn't be 255, 255, 255,
I think not. We do have the...
Oh no. Okay, then it is super. Thank you, then you are right.
Lies, all lies.
No, that's...
Yeah.
What?
On Windows, it's 16. On Linux, it's not. I don't think it matters, actually. But we still don't have connectivity sharing, which annoys me greatly. Why is it not? Okay, so let's double check everything. And that's what I said. It's like, it's kind of flaky once it's done. This looks good. And then sharing is enabled here. So, you know what? Let's root the whole thing. See if it picks it up correctly. I don't know. Connection sharing would be kind of crucial to do the update, at least. I would argue.
I wonder what makes you think that.
Oh wait, there's something weird going on. Unplug now. It's blinking nicely.
Do you think changing the name of the pineapple adapter matters? I'm reading best practices and is recommended.
No, it's just easier to recognize the adapter. So I do like to do that. At least I did it with the other ones, and I think it's a good idea as well for the Mark VII, because it works kind of the same way as previous versions. Well, booting time is pretty severe. It takes a lot of time. I think now it's stable, so let's retry. Okay. So, and I apparently did the configuration already, at least the initial setup, I think.
I'm seeing a video for Hack5 and they use Mask/24 in Windows.
Okay, we can try that one. Let's try it. Yeah, the videos are a bit tricky for us because of the stream.
Yeah, intellectual property.
I'm not sure that's a problem, but it's more like it's not really great to watch the video on the stream. All right. Network cable unplugged. I would argue that that's not true though.
Do you want to unplug and plug back in?
Then I also lose power on it.
Oh.
I would rather not. But now the time warning disappeared. So let's hope for the best.
How much did you pay for the pineapples? It was 2 years ago. So...
Yeah, I think it's like around 150, but you can find it on the Hack5 shop.
Yeah, that's the most up to date.
Whenever I get something from Hack5, I always do it during Black Friday deals, or they run a Cyber Month or something like that.
So if you are not in a rush, wait.
But the discounts are not phenomenal. So you get like a couple bucks. That's weird.
Can you please switch?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we are back, and we had a warning about the time settings. Now we don't have that one.
Oh.
And I think it was it's
the reboot, the magical reboot.
So my experience with
But you
pineapples,
also changed the mask.
Yeah, it could have been a net mask.
But I
have
to ship it from the US to my country, and the taxes are crazy, so that's why I haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah, you need to bite that bullet, I'm afraid. So yeah, customs, yeah, it's pretty expensive. The best is to do it in a batch, and you don't have to pay that much for shipping. So I usually wait for.
No, I think it's taxes, not shipping.
Yeah, well, taxes, but yeah, there's no way around that one. I mean, there are, but there are no ways.
But those are for the big players, not for us poor souls. Yeah. Magical reboot. Yep.
So yeah.
Or we don't know because we changed 2 parameters at the same time. You changed the net mask and you reboot it. So we just cannot know. No, I'm fine. It's working. So
because we need to know for sure. This is not what is in the guide for Windows. So I do wonder if I do this, will it break? Connected clients, there's nothing there.
Do you want to reboot?
You think we should? Okay, we changed the settings. We're going to reboot it again. It takes ages. But I'm eating the gummy bears now because we do deserve it. So Mickey, I'm not sure if you followed. It's 6 gummy bears, so there's plenty to eat. I'm not sure you followed our streams on building the 3D printer. It's working. We finally have it done, and I can show you. Check this out. We printed this one last night. Is the Prusa logo. Yeah, sorry about the zoom. So it's a pretty decent print. And then I had to replace a couple of 3D printed parts for the probe. And the red one is the new part that I printed, and the orange one is the original one. I would argue that this one is even better quality. Right? So it only took like what? 5 streams plus yesterday's one, I think, right? Or it was already yesterday's one then. That was the final one. Honestly, I lost count. But it's done. So yesterday we did the calibration. I think it was the reboot.
Yeah, it was the reboot. Can you please switch back?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just do. Oh, you can. You can also do the same thing.
So I get the power off.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Okay.
If I
I think that's time. Well invested, my friend.
Yeah, you have the whole thing recorded now on the Twitch pod. And I just realized that you guys probably won't be able to see what I'm doing because it's
yeah.
I will resize. So we can also put it on top just for the pinging part. So this pings now, I think. So yeah, it doesn't matter what is the subnet range you're using.
You should edit those streams. I'll make a tutorial and I'll put it on YouTube.
Well, they do have the manual online. My idea is, and what are we going to edit out? Like, it's really you have to do it piece by piece, like bolt by bolt and nut by nut. So.
I think it's even better this way because you know that we are not lying about how much it takes. We will not tell anyone that you can do it in 6 hours. So.
Okay, how about we try to do a firmware update or something like that?
What is the firmware version, please?
Check for update. So it says you are on version. Yeah, this is not gonna work out like this.
Yeah, but can you please, before you do that on the console, can you check the firmware version?
You are currently on version 1.0.1.
And what is the...
We shall find it out soon. I'm just clicking everything that moves. So yeah, there's like a minor...
Yeah, middle. I don't know how you call the middle one.
Why would you overcomplicate things? You have a major and the minor version. Why do you need that many? Like it's a minor update. Then if you have
tiny. Okay, so then it's a minor
update. There's a change log. Let's see what we had.
Python library update. That's always reassuring.
You can view the larger change log here. Okay. Python library, fix UI issue. Okay, let's update this thing. Oops. Update.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, so we're not doing the setup, but the setup steps are should be fairly straightforward. I think you just need to do the same thing that we did, and initially you don't have the proper firmware. You need to grab it from the network.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So we're skipping that part. Or maybe we can do it with the other pineapple, but I don't really fancy the idea of just doing a factory reset just for the sake of redoing the full thing. Should we do it?
No. I'm happy that it's working, so...
Let's look at the rest of the documentation.
Oh, really? Because I wanted to step out for a moment.
Yeah, well, we'll review it and summarize it too.
Thank you.
So we're not doing the USB firmware installation, but that's one possible option that you can take. Just download it. Hack5, I think, has a separate portal where you can find, all their magic gear, and also they have the C2 one. We should probably set up one. That could be next week's stream where we set up our own cloud C2 for the devices. And WiFi Pineapple still has apparently the old Nano and Tetra icon here. And I think the only version that I do not have is a Mark IV. But I do have a Mark V around, and I do have Nanos and Tetras, 2 of each, I think. So yeah, by the time I did the initial setup, this was the only version available. And that was, I think, around the time when this version was released. Or maybe just a few months after, because I do remember that I bought it on a Black Friday deal, or when they were running the Cyber Month deals at Hack5. This is just a shell script. There's the recovery firmware. I think this is when you need to flash on it if you get it bricked. Or almost brick. If it's really brick, then it's brick. Yeah, so I just reviewed the update option, so you didn't miss a thing really. Okay, introduction to the user interface, and I think the only thing that I did for this Pineapple is I got the firmware downloaded, the latest greatest one at a time, and I think I just renamed it and probably set up the access point with the SSID, and that's probably pretty much it.
I have to complete a lab of footprinting and reconnaissance as part of my exam preparation, but I have been procrastinating all day. Yeah.
But footprinting and reconnaissance is what kind of lab that is? Is it like one of the big platforms out there, or is it the certified ethical hacker thing that you mentioned? How long does it take to do this update? I wonder.
Is it blinking?
Yeah, I think it's just booting up now because it's blinking fast. So I think it did the update and now it's blinking fast. So I think it's the boot process.
Well, I have 5 pieces and I have to gather information they request on the lab objectives and use online sources to find the details and such.
And what kind of lab this is? Like, what's the training vendor, or is it like some sort of in-house training that you have, or?
No, for me it looks like for the uni, no?
Oh, could be. We'll just use the usual suspects for fingerprinting and reconnaissance. I mean, it's pretty much just, I guess, running Mmap against it mostly, isn't it?
Oh, it's then it's the
It's a certified
RTH.
ethical hacker one, yeah. Yeah, so let us know if you need any help or guidance with that one. Why is it saying begin setup? It did not just erase all my settings, right? Oh, seriously? After a firmware update, it wipes the device clean? I hope this is not the case.
But you were hesitating.
Yeah, well, now it's
So
you.
now,
Congratulations, you get to still see how the setup works, because apparently I hope they preserve the settings. I mean, please. Okay, quickly press continue with Wi-Fi. So this is how it would look like in actual setup if you just get it out of the box. We didn't do the unboxing, but this is actually how it would look like. Continue with Wi-Fi AP disabled, recommended secure option. So either we hold it longer and then it's Wi-Fi setup, or quickly press it. So I'm going to do
we can't see it.
a quick
Or
press.
we have to believe you.
You want to see the quick press? Okay. So quickly pressing it once. And the LED, wait. LED goes out, turns back in, and if we go back now, the grayed out option turned something that we can click, and we're going to continue with radios disabled. All right. So
Yeah,
this is
we've
again
already
the
seen
change
that.
log. There's a little heart here from the Hack5 developers. Let's continue. Yeah, it erased all the settings. Awesome. That's an interesting firmware update in my opinion, but wow. Okay, root password. I'm just going to use my my password storage time zone.
No, it's not our time zone.
Well, I like UTC. I'm going to preserve
Okay.
UTC. UTC is the best time zone and pretty much the only time zone in. Yeah, so I did have this SSID for management set up.
I'm gonna
with
lurk, guys. I
password.
just got back from the gym, so I'm gonna take a shower.
Yeah,
Enjoy
sure,
the
sure,
shower.
Oh, hop on back anytime. Oh, I lost the gummy bear. Bear down. It's okay. 3 seconds rule. I'm not gonna hide it. And I think I'm also not going to disable it now. And I think the open SSID, now I have to do this. Oh no. And look how smart I am.
Oh,
Current country. Outside the country. This is just for the possible
but we are not in it.
channels to be used.
But we are not in it. And if you go to the very top, no. Should we read the news?
Let me check Ukraine.
Oh, that was, oh no, that was the US.
Maybe it's not Hungary, but you know, Magyarország or something like that. No, I'm just
Oh.
kidding. No, there's Ukraine.
But why aren't we on the map?
No Hungary. After this, I'm gonna have so many tweets sent
No, but
towards.
seriously.
No Hungary. Stream. and
It's over.
Chat. Hungary is not a country anymore. We are in the middle of nowhere. Anyone who's willing to take in two not so bright infosec professionals, we're looking for a country now. How about I set it to Japan?
We hack for
Wink.
food.
Wink, wink. Let's go with Japan. You know why Japan?
You want the extra.
Actually, we do need to. Well, we cannot really test it. That's the problem. So because we will not have the permissions. But normally, an attacker wouldn't be stopped by regulations. I'm not gonna set it to Japan. Then let's go back to our previous country of residence. I guess I'm just going to put Luxembourg there.
You don't want to put Slovakia?
Nah, it doesn't matter. So this is just for the channels. I think it's just for channel selection. It's kind of weird that it's under open access point, but for targets to connect to, use for management. I'm a bit confused. Why would we have an SSID here? Later we can change it obviously to the target one, but normally this would be just something that the Pineapple brings up. No, anyways, it's weird. Client filter setup. So this is to make an allow or deny list. So we can target specific devices. Probably that would be a good idea. So let me just do that one real quick. And I'm going to. So we have. Can you switch to the overhead camera, please? Put the horrible aside. We have a good old default TP-Link access point here. This is going to be one of the devices that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just the delay. So this is going to be one of our devices that we're going to use as a potential. Well, not really target because Wi-Fi Pineapple is targeting clients, but I'm going to plug this one in now. Oh, yeah. If I can find an appropriate power plug, it's probably the better one. And we're probably going to use this as the network that we want to spoof. And I have my phone here, which normally still should have the, yeah, it still has the configuration here. So we can add the address here that I see. Why is it? Oh, really? I have to do it like this. So this is going to be my target device here.
Do you want to do it then?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Can you switch back? So I'm just looking at my phone screen.
You sure you want to do your?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Again, these things, I'm not very paranoid about these. It's a private Wi-Fi address.
No, it's invalid. It's invalid.
What?
What was the first character you wanted?
Oh yeah, no, it's
a 1. Yeah.
But yeah, if someone wants to track me again, you're weird. SSID filter setup. So again, I want to have an allow list. And here's our TP link _3F6. So adding this is our target access point. I'm not connected to it right now. But this is very important for an actual engagement. Ooh, dark theme, obviously dark theme. It looks better. License agreement. I read it. Terms of service. Read that one too. I'm pretty sure you guys also read it. Will be redirected shortly. There it is. I need to get back to my password manager here and log in. And new version.
And dark theme.
We'll see how the campaign works. This is something that looks really interesting. So you can run like multiple campaigns there. And I wonder if they have any of the old modules and packages and things like that. But I think we need to update the list here. Just a quick test to make sure that we can. My head is still in the way, right?
I'm afraid so.
I should have a smaller head or something like that. The other way is to disable my camera. Okay, this pings. And it's also weird a bit, but so let's go to settings, and this should have things like Cloud C2. We're not connecting to Cloud C2 now. This is something that we probably should do next time, to set up a Cloud C2 server and then connect our device there. So that's probably going to be next week's stream, because we also kind of need that. But I need to figure out how and where to put this. We probably want to put it out there somewhere where we can reach it. Networking advanced. I do know that there's a way probably to name the device itself. Do you see anything like host name or anything like that? Let's see, to web interface software update. No. This is the routing table. I don't think they have it. In the old Pineapples, you could set the name. Alternative update, set up update channel, cartography view. Huh. I am interested in that one. Censorship mode will hide parts, sensitive information such as MAC addresses, SSID, other such data if random censorship is enabled that is spoofed in addition to being partly censored. Experimental. Enable. I'm just curious about it. I don't really care, but hotkeys can be used to quickly navigate. Yeah, I'm not gonna enable the hotkeys feature though. Is there anything else we can do here? Diagnostic. License. Okay, I think that's all that you can do here. So Fine AP. It's disabled now. I think this is really the actual settings save. I think this is the actual evil twin access point feature that anyone knows about WiFi Pineapples. So this one normally should do a quick scan around, and there's also a handshakes. Okay. So do we see access points and clients? Oh look, and it's very nice. The censorship mode
The
is actually,
redacted version.
it's actually working okay-ish. I'm not sure why we have like, this is a client device, I guess. Yeah. So the gray ones are clients, and then we have the, I mean, this is still not helping that much, but okay. It's not bad. So this is our pineapple. But like, this is definitely Unify. Like, you can read it out like this. Okay, cool. Not bad. Wireless landscape. This looks pretty nice. Channel distribution. Channels in the United States only go up to 11 because this is Spinal Tap. No, it's not because of that. But it's the regulations. And here in Europe, where we are, we can use channel for up to channel 13 on the 2 gig one. Now I wonder what's going to happen if I plug in the adapter as well for the 5G. Is it going to just magically plug and play appear? You want to do the honor and get this one prepped. So this has 2 radio interfaces, this adapter, and those are the 5 gig antennas, which are truly that look like the 4 gig ones. So captured handshake. No handshakes are available. Now, normally we should have where do I find the allow list here? I'm so lost. Filtering. Okay, thank you. So with censorship mode, you don't see the list. We do see that there's something, but interesting. If I perform now a handshake with my phone, I wonder if it's going to show up. Before I do it, let's see if we can do the basics. Let's see if we can even do the basics. So I'm going to connect now to the test access point with my phone. And I'm literally next to the pineapple. I'm just sitting next to the pineapple with my phone. I wonder if I need to configure something. So now it's connected to the target network. You can see it here. But I don't see anything on the interface itself. That is kind of strange. We do have a gear icon. This will be interesting to figure out. Like, are we supposed to see something here? Scanning is oh, it's off. Okay, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. Let's go for another 30 seconds, and I will do the handshake again.
First?
Yeah, well, let's redo this.
Yeah.
I'm going to disable the Wi-Fi, turn it back on. It jumped immediately back to the access point. Come on. Why is it not here? Disable Wi-Fi, enable backend.
I'm wondering about the allow list.
Yeah?
If
you...
we had a typo there. No.
I mean, could be the case. Should we try to empty out the allow list? Do you remember
Yeah,
where it was?
but then we will see everything, no? That we don't want.
Good question. I'm not sure. Filtering. Why don't I keep the client, the SSID filter, and just try to clear the client filter maybe? Because where I could have made a mistake was probably with my, or maybe we're doing it incorrectly. I'm not sure. Pineapple activity. Doing lots of probe requests there. Oh, we need to fire up enzyme eventually and see how that goes. I'll do continuous now. Okay, let's try this one more time. I'm just going to wait until the interface seems to be more alive, and then enable. It connected to the access point. Maybe it's for, like, I don't know, we need to do the active attack because this is probably not in monitor mode. So I'm wondering if now this is actually trying to capture handshakes at this point. So I think the scanning is probably not in monitor mode. It's just what your devices would do. So it's just looking for beacon and probe frames there, most probably. So I don't think it's the monitor mode. But then how do I put this into monitor
turn
mode?
Back on the allow list.
Well, we have the SSID, but I can add it back to the filter. Need to get back again. Probably should open up a. Because I'm going to hide it, but we might need it later, so I am just typing it in again, what you saw earlier. So that's my phone's MAC, actually BS's ID, but it's the same as the MAC, so the physical address. Add. Okay, SSID filter should be good. Should we do it again just to be sure? It's tp-link _ 3f36. No, this is correct, right? Clear, add access points. So this is what we had configured. Evil, so Pine AP WPA. Maybe the handshake capture is just with the
Pine.
Yeah, the Pine AP. Enable Pine AP. Auto start Pine AP. Full SSIDs in pool. But this now says advanced, and I think it's enabled. No, like this is disabled.
You have to push save.
Or do we? And now it gets enabled?
Yes, settings saved.
Connected clients. Okay, let's play dumb. Let's try to connect to this if I can see it, but I don't even see the SSID for this one. Where is it? Can I see it with my laptop here? I'm not sure if this is allow associations. Maybe we should start reading the manual. How about that? I think we're just doing dumb things here, so let's read the manual.
Okay.
I will. The scan is turned off. I don't know if that matters, but yeah, let's read a bit in the manual and figure out how to use this thing. I do want to grab the list of modules though real quick, so I'm going to grab the available modules just out of curiosity. Previous Pineapple versions had a ton of really cool features there, tools. So I do see familiar things here. mmap Evo portal is for a captive portal. That's a pretty useful one. I'm going to install that one. I like that one, and they had the same one in the previous Pineapple version as well. There it is, and I think, yeah, if you click on it, okay, you can configure it. So you need to create a custom portal here. We can try that one later. Need to install some dependencies. Let's install the dependencies. And it's I think the interface just became more stable, but it's pretty much the same functionality as so far that I see. I think the only new thing is really, if I recall correctly, is the campaigns part. But yeah, it worked pretty much the same way. So you had a big shop for various extensions. Even more than this one. This one has, I think, the main ones from the previous one. I think porting it to the new version was a bit too painful for a lot of folks. And the Tetra and the Nano still works wonderfully well. So I'm not sure there's good incentive in people to switch to the new one. But I can say that the interface looks much more robust compared to the previous version here. So. Okay, cool. Enable on boot. Just out of curiosity. Look, they even have like built-in stuff. Basic portal, targeted. Okay, we'll try this one later, because this looks very promising. Should we try to look for some other interesting packages? Browser-based file manager, geolocate addresses, look up information on MAC addresses. They both look interesting. Like, I would install probably all of them. Not sure what MTR is. I do remember cabinet. This is pretty cool. You have like a nice file manager here. So yeah, these are package listing. So this allows you to install some of the additional tools that you might want to bring in that are not necessarily installed by default. Let's increase it to like 100. These are all installed. And then there are the additional ones. Some of them will not have anything for OLSRD is an old friend of mine. Wow, this thing is still around. I wonder if they have Batman as well. So this looks like then it's probably the system is OpenVRT based, which is not surprising. So ton of packages. Yeah, we're not gonna go through all of them because there's almost 5,000 of them. And then you can develop your own modules, pretty cool stuff. I'm just thinking which one we might need. Well, the MDK for us, yeah, that one can be fun. That's a denial of service tool. You know what it stands for? MDK. Murder, death, kill. And yeah, they have different versions, so you can do the deauth attack with that. And it's there's also the we're here when we did the not with the you were here with the enzyme one. You remember the attack that I launched with the deauthor, the never gonna give you up kind of one. Yeah, so you can do that one as well. If you click on attack mode, oh, again, we need to install the dependencies. Now it feels like we're just using Ruby. You know? Ruby is like this. Just stay in dependency hell forever, and you cannot use anything because you still need to just install yet another gem, yet another Ruby gem. But you can launch the finish the installing. I like these notifications. These are really nice and fun. It's a happy thing. I think this is what the module can do, and not necessarily something that appears all the time. Because for the previous one, I didn't see. So it's the beacon flooding attack. Use SIDs instead of randomly generated ones. No, always use the same. They're never gonna give you a type of thing. Output interface. This is harmless, so I'm just going to see if it works. Or we should see.
Can you please resize the window? Because we cannot see.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's some error output here. Maybe we need to define the interface here. What is input output interface? I'm going to use like, I don't know, like this. No output to display. Oh yeah, so no, this is all, wow. This is all random. It's not the, yeah, the SSIDs look like this. I do see one of them. Yeah, this is not the, do we have the Rickrolling kind of output listed here? Read, station ad hoc. I think we need to load this one in if we want to play with it, but it does work. So I do see these random SSIDs showing up. So this is an additional functionality that you can install on the Pineapple. All right, let's do the main mode. I do wanna have an evil twin. So on the user interface, logging in, navigating the user interface, informational messages, the web terminal. That's super convenient, by the way. I don't think I think they had it already in the previous version, if I remember correctly. But under modules, this is listed now. Meh? How come I don't have it here? Sidebar. Why is it not loaded on this
No
sidebar?
more? No? There's no option?
I am wondering, yeah, but probably it's on like some sort of interface setting, no?
Web interface?
Or maybe it's under the modules, like, no.
What is a pin? If you pin it, what happens?
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Okay, awesome. Yeah, totally pin all of the modules. Ah, awesome. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay, so this is the interface. Okay. Dashboard. WiFi Pineapple UI dashboard shows status of some components of the device, cards, connected clients, notifications, campaigns, landscape, okay, news and updates. So let's do a discovery on the dashboard. We can also grab the news here. I think it's just for like firmware updates and things like that, but it is useful. So this is, you can probably barely see it. Let's try to zoom in. So this is
They want to keep
a
it
breakdown. What do you mean?
so that we will have really
No, I
not
think it's fine.
cover our
So we have here out of range. So the breakdown per clients, access points, and things that are unassociated. Then different encryption methods. Nothing on enterprise. Interesting. What happens if and you can filter it like this, like things that you're not interested. That's pretty cool. Let me just reset this. System status, disk usage. Okay, fairly standard stuff, I would say. Let's see campaigns. So how does a campaign work? Create automated tasks to ease an engagement. Being created list table showing current status, name, creation date, campaign time, enable, disable campaigns, reports. Wow, this is not much on the campaign side. So what if I try to create a campaign? A campaign name is test, of course. Reconnaissance, monitor only. Passive monitoring client devices. Client assessment passive. Active. So if you suspect that there's a virus intrusion detection system around, then yeah, active. Reconnaissance will be probably very loud. I think this is something that we can, yeah, so for the reconnaissance part, we probably should be good if we turn on enzyme and we just do like monitor only or passive here. But if we choose active, then I suspect it's going to be quite loud. Scan duration. So 15 minutes, I don't know. Passive options, log probe requests, log SSIDs, active options. And you need to select it one by one like this. How about a select all maybe next time? Just wondering, that would make things easier. Allow list. But we already have everything configured here. Why do we need to do it again? MAC address.
No, that's a deny.
Yeah, this is an allow.
But it's very PC.
Only allow the devices listed to connect. All other devices will be denied. Only allow any associations for the SSIDs listed.
Yeah, that's the definition of an allow.
No, maybe we should leave this one empty actually. Enable campaign, report interval. I want an HTML report. Can I hopefully we can delete it later. Root per loot, sorry, slash root. Email reporting, yeah, we don't need that one. Not enabled. So I wonder if, I'm not sure.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, because it's like, okay, and
now what?
And now what? Because I still need to connect to this access point, which I still do not see. Like I don't get like how do you run the evil twin fun stuff there. Manage individual daemon, running the right hand side. You can find the SSIDs in the pool. You can use field below to add, remove, clear clients. Connected clients. But I don't even see, I don't think the interface is up. I'm gonna disable this one now. Probably not much going on. So what if I say active? I don't understand. Like, okay, under settings, networking, no. Advanced, we did that one. Where was the place where we had the turn up enterprise access points? So this is disabled. Capture handshakes. So, okay. I think this was probably the problem. And then I'll rename it later so we can, or I will just leave it like this. This is our evil access point thing. Passwords do not match. Oh, does it require, I'm just gonna do open. Can I do open? So you cannot do an open evil twin.
It's not because it's a WPA2, the one that you try to.
I think at this no this point we're not doing anything.
Yeah, but there we have an access point there.
What's the question?
Please go back?
Where was this? Access points, right? Yeah.
No, it's not the evil.
No, this is the management interface.
Oh,
like
then.
you can. That's an open interface for, I don't know what's the purpose of that one. If you connect to that one, I don't know what's gonna happen. I forgot the. Yeah, there was a description on something on the open access point one. Access points. I don't know. I saw somewhere the open access point part. What's the purpose of that interface? But I forgot. But I think this is the, yeah, it's probably probably because I said handshakes. No. So I think it's just because because I don't know. You handshakes.
But I don't think that you clicked save.
No, I didn't.
I'm
just messing around. Yeah. So you need to. Why do you need a password for this one? It's so weird. Pineapples are yummy. Okay, I do agree with that one. Okay, so now it's bringing it up, I think, and then we can capture handshakes. And
now I should see that.
Yeah.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Just give it some time. Give it some time. We might see it. I don't know. It's not hidden or anything, so. It's a Wi-Fi Pineapple that doesn't do anything. Yeah, I still do not see it.
No. I will just put it down.
And alternatively, I can fire up an adapter and then see how it works. Yeah, you know why? I think I still had to disable. I think this was toggled, right? This was toggled on. So disabled. I just resized that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I have it now.
Yeah, so disabled was toggled by default. Sorry. And we try to connect to it. We say test. Test or something, doesn't matter.
Oh, just to see the handshakes.
Yeah, it's just to see if we try to. Oh, that was probably a bad idea. It didn't capture anything. Does it? So I don't really understand what's the capture handshakes part. Is it capture all handshakes that occur, or?
And what about
This
the
is very, very
gear?
confusing. Yeah.
There was a gear. Okay, that's just the location.
Yeah, but no, there's nothing here. Is there?
No, because it says no handshake available.
Oops. Can you paste like this? Yeah. Yeah, this is completely empty. Okay, I'm gonna go command line mode on this, because does this even have what? So multiple interfaces. Any of the interfaces are in was it ID list, I think? So there's the physical one. I'm not a big fan of IV commands. I know IW config, but supported interface modes, but yeah. But it does list the interfaces. It's just it's the physical characteristics of the interfaces and what they support, but not how they're configured. But I need to Google this one. Heavy dev, yeah, sure, that's, yeah, this is better. Managed. Can you see the?
Yeah, this is SSID Pineapple.
The SSID is fine, but oh, this is so weird. I don't understand. So we cannot even connect to this X. If what if I connect to the access point? Then okay, I know the password for the evil access points. Okay, but why is it not collecting the handshakes? Is scanning should be enabled? I don't think we need to change the configuration here. This is just me, or everything looks like a bit like it's built. Fine.
Oh, you want to really keep
yummy
the password?
Yeah, I will try to join. I will join the network. Did I mistype this one? Okay, I think now it's good. Why is it unable to? Is it capturing the handshake now, or? Unbelievable.
Yeah, let's just read the documentation.
Yeah. Let me just do it one more time. Pineapples are yummy. So you're not able to join like this. And it's not capturing anything. I don't understand it. Okay. This is just introduction to the user interface. Protocols, modes of operation, that's all good, but how do I frame injection, frame structure? This is not on usage. Maybe it's under here, I'm not sure.
No. Can you click on those both? No.
Getting yeah, but are we really going to like now watch the thing? Why is it not in the documentation? There should be something here. Let's browse through these ones just real quick. Transmit power. So these are all wireless basics. I'm more interested in
under wireless
how do I click and make an access point that someone can actually connect to.
How do I use your tool?
Yeah. I'm gonna connect to the open Wi-Fi thingy. Unable to join. Could it be because of the... I'm gonna remove the field.
Allow list.
Yeah, I'm just going to clear these ones out. This is now... it's a pity if it doesn't work, but I just don't understand what's going on. So it's enabled as well. This is also super annoying in the interface, but fine. Should we reboot it or something? Filters misconfiguration. No connections to the open enterprise. When did this happen? Or is it like, do we need to, we need to switch it to deny list in this case, I think? No?
Oh, because if there's nothing on the...
I don't know, but now it's also in like... I have no idea. Now the
But if
message...
you click on it, it says that you saved it.
Yeah. Now the message disappeared, but I'm not no. So it reappeared. Allow no connections to the open. This is a valid configuration. If it's allow devices to connect, change the filters to be more permissive. Okay.
You can add, I don't know, some invalid
I will click on the
item.
deny list then. No, it makes sense. Like nothing is denied, then everything is allowed. But then, okay, so then it disappears.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to then try to connect to the open one. I don't know. Can I connect to the open one? It connected, and I think it does network sharing, so I should be able to browse the internet. Like, I don't know, look at Twitter. Okay, so this one works. I think it was probably the filter. But then, why? I do have a hunch.
Because we had the TP link.
No, it's because it's a different it's a random MAC address that it does. So I think if I want to connect here, I need to have the other one, not the one that is randomly generated by the for the target one. 16. No, I do want to make this feature work, even though for cases like an iPhone, it's painful and you probably won't be able to do it because by default it has the private MAC address feature enabled. I'm just pairing it up so I know which one is it, because once you connect, it will keep it for that connection. So let's do filtering, and for this
Allow list.
and actually, yeah,
But you are now on the
I
denial.
do understand why
you are
it was
now
not.
on the
Yeah,
denial list.
doesn't matter. I haven't added it yet. I think that was also the reason why we couldn't connect to the access point. So if I do this, then I'm still going to be able to connect to the Pine AP WPA1. And for the open one, it's a different address. This is the open. But I wonder if they do not have an attack mode where you can just look at probe requests and just get like everyone connect to you. Like, isn't that like a unified version of the attack? Normally it should be. Now it shows only one. You think it's added, or it's just because of the... Oh, this is incorrect. No, it's incorrect. I have a typo there. It's not a person did something, but yeah, and again, you can probably cannot see it. So just adding the MAC address of the... sorry about that. So we're just adding the MAC address here of the phone. So if I do add now, I see two. So it's just blurry. Okay, Pine AP. Sorry, no, here. Generate certificate. That could be interesting, by the way. I do want to try out the enterprise method as well. Okay, and we should be able to connect to even this one. After the open one, I'm going to first of all say forget this network. Pineapples are yummy. Join. Okay, this one works. And I wonder, now that I'm connected to this, there's handshake captured. So it only captures the one that is performed against format hashcat and packet capture. Okay, it makes sense. When we can quickly grab this one. Nice. Okay, we're gonna save it this one though now. But yeah, and we can immediately go and do the hashcat cracking. They even tell the version or the hash format that you need to use. Yeah, modality. Yeah, very good. Yeah, it does call the modality. Okay, not bad. Why is there no like automated option for this? I'm just wondering, like, or I can't remember if Pineapples actually had it, but the karma type of attack was when you just accept all connections. So you look at a probe request, and the access point will do a probe response no matter what was the actual SSID requested. And I just wonder if there's an automated way of doing it, but I'm not sure they have it anymore. And it's not the safest. So how about this one? Let's try to do some test here. Oops, state province. Yeah, well, we can all be test. Common name, organization, generate a certificate. Country must be 2 characters. That's very, very true. So let's do it like this. I'm going to disconnect from the network now. What's taking so long? The enterprise data. Come on, Pineapple, you can do it. You think it's generating the certificate or just... Take up to 5 minutes. Whoa.
Yeah, I just finished reading.
See you later then. Oh, we can kick a client. Oh, you know what we should try? Can you try to connect now with your client?
With my phone.
Yes. Doesn't matter what we're trying. Normally this shouldn't work
which
because
one?
of
To the pineapple.
Yeah. And the password is pineapples are yummy. Oops, sorry. If you want to see the password here. Actually, just for the sake of the stream, because our faces are
unable to join.
Okay, that's good. So that's desired. We need this functionality to really be useful for assessments, and yeah, this interface is kind of nice. What happened with my certificate generation?
I think that you abandoned the sinking ship.
Okay, and what happens if I do this in a window and then keep navigating? Because so I'm going to then leave it like this, I guess, until it's done. What else can we do? I do want to try out the Evo Portal module. Let's create a portal and try to connect to it. So let's do basic portal. Sounds good. We're going to call this test. It's active. Actions, you can download the whole thing. Okay, this is a tar file. And what's the targeted portal? Oh, I think we probably have to start web server. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's. Target portals allow you to direct clients to a different portal conditionally based on Okay, but I think we need to click on this.
Oh, and then we can
you can change it. Yeah, you can change the view log, new file.
Target rule editor.
And then the test one is helper my portal.
And there's no target.
Yeah. And the log. Okay. I'm going to go to the open Wi-Fi interface and see what happens when I try to... Oh no, we need to start it, sorry. And just jump out then. First, let's start. Do we need to... If I click this, then it starts a web server?
But how do I know which one?
I think it only works on all interfaces, probably. Maybe for here, the allowed clients is something I want to remove, right? Because I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll give it a try. I'm just going to connect to the open one. Captive portal. No captive portal. I'm going to say forget. On the open one. Okay. So file not found. That's not great though. Why is it saying file not found?
But did you remove the other one? Do we have only one now?
No, go back. Yeah.
Oh. And both are active.
Yeah, probably that's not good. Can you delete the targeted one? And I'm going to just say use other network. I'm going to show it under the overhead camera once we have it properly working. No, it still says file not found. Not sure if this one works with the with an iPhone, maybe. Because iPhones do this captive portal detection, and it might not work well. Yeah, it just keeps saying file not found. Maybe we need to add something to the evil portal to make it work. Not popping up. Yeah, well, this is the nano one, but nah. I don't think this is specific to yeah, with an iPhone, it's gonna be complicated. What is the I think iPhones are looking for something specific. Captive portal detection. It's either okay, that's going to be tricky to respond with a specific JSON object, I guess. Maybe this is a little bit too advanced. Do we have the... This is not generating. Did we already have like...
Yeah, we can try this one later when we just leave it here for 5 minutes.
Yeah, well,
uninterrupted.
did it already went for 5 minutes or...
I don't know, but probably, but you know, we were doing other things, so...
So, what's your proposition? We just leave it
That
here?
later we will leave it uninterrupted.
Okay. So the...
And we will check
I'm going to
in
show it
with
on the overhead
all the-
camera what happens when we do the... sorry about the ring. So the problem here is the captive portal does pop up on an iPhone, but it says file not found. And I do remember that the iPhone and iOS does look for a specific thing in captive portal detection. But maybe it's just the evil portal that does not handle the captive portal properly.
Do you have an
think.
Android at hand?
I'm just thinking what else we can use. Can you check it on your laptop maybe if you can connect to it? Or alternatively this one, the open one. Wait, I'm going to remove the filtering now. I'm just going to do deny list and clear. And let me try it again. Yeah, it still says file not found. Now it should do it with any device. So I'm also grabbing Ava's phone and trying it out. Where is the open access point thing? So it's connected. Okay, yeah. This still says, this also says file not found. So I think it's the Evo portal.
Should I try the WP7 to open?
Yeah, the open one, please. I think it will pop up on any other interface as well, but... And if that doesn't work, I still have one idea.
I'm redirected to msf.com from MS.
Yeah, what kind of browser you're trying?
No, it opened up the browser.
Which browser?
Chrome.
Chrome,
But now I'm connected and I'm redirected to MSN.
msn.com.
But first it was something
Can you open up
else.
Firefox, please? And try to browse the internet?
I do have internet.
Yeah, maybe you're
Because
because
of
of
the
the
cable.
yeah. Can you disable your interface? And I also don't really understand why it has these IP addresses here. So maybe we need to remove those and
Still have internet.
and you're connected to the open one.
I will disable. Now I don't. Enable. Connect to the open.
It's a bit louder, please, because I can barely hear you.
File not found. MSFT connect test com/redirect.
Right. I'm going to check what Eva has on the screen. Oh, what is that? Okay, so it's the same thing. Final found. So it's probably it's the module then. It looks like it's the Evo Portal module. And if I just how can you even have the client IP in case of an iPhone? It's not like you can get an IP on an iPhone before connecting to something. This is rather strange. I wonder what happens if we remove the start a web server. Just have the web server started up. Then now I don't have the captive portal. And I can also not add now client IP addresses. That's kind of weird. But if I start it up, can I add now back the IP address? Okay, so it adds it back up. This is the IP that my phone got earlier before I enabled the captive portal functionality. So these IP addresses apparently, because now I'm connected.
Oh.
So now I'm connected. So this is just, and I have to switch back here. So what I did, I first disabled the portal connected with my phone and took note of the IP address, and then I enabled the portal. Can you try if you connect to it now with your phone, for example? There's no filtering enabled. The portal still doesn't work though, but maybe we can replace the basic one with the targeted one.
This one?
Yeah, the open. Always the open one. Always the open. Okay, for you it pops up.
File not found.
And it says file not found. So it's probably, I suspect that maybe it's the portal itself. I'm deactivating it, and I'm going to add the targeted portal thing. Targeted back. Okay. And I'm going to remove this IP address. And I'm going to, so that's my phone's previous IP address. I'm going to connect back with my phone again. Unable to join. That's interesting. This is not what I was expecting.
But you said that you removed your
but now the it's not that the captive portal does not come up. I'm not able to connect to it anymore.
Oh.
Disabling it. Wait, but this one was also active. Why it was?
No.
Oh, it's just you can flip it when the two.
You can flip it like that.
Ah. Okay. And if I go back to the basic one and try to connect. Evil portal. What happened? I did nothing differently, and now I have the captive portal active. What? Dude, I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. I didn't change anything.
It twice.
Chat, I swear I didn't change anything, and now we have the evil captive. Okay, let's try to authorize. So it says authorize. Let me zoom in. This is the default evil portal page. You're connected. Your host name is blank. And then I think I clicked on authorize, so I can just say okay, and I have, oops, you cannot see it. I have proper connectivity with this one. And in the logs, we should see something. Which one is active now? I don't even understand.
I think that you can click deactivate.
Yeah. So there's nothing here. So weird. Yeah.
So probably that is the active one, right?
Now both are active.
Oh.
So I deactivate this one. This is test targeted now. I will disconnect and try it again. Oh, sorry. It would not. So we're just looking at the logs here, but I cannot see anything. So test was active. This was the basic one, and under logs, there's nothing because it doesn't do much. Was this the My Portal one? So this requires a lot of customization, I think, but can be pretty powerful.
Yeah, this is default.
What's the helper one?
Maybe this.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Test targeted. So now test targeted is active. I'm going to.
I'm I'm not sure because it said you can click on activate.
Yeah.
So does it mean that it's disabled?
Oh, you think now it's active?
I'm not sure.
Me
it's
neither.
Very confusing.
It's very, very confusing, yeah. Okay, try open again. We'll see what kind of captive portal this one pops up. It doesn't pop up any kind of captive portal. I'm going to forget this network and try to join again. Where is it? So this does nothing right now.
So now we think that the test target is enabled.
I think this is confusing. Let's try to delete these and then let's try the test targeted now. Activate. Or maybe that was the oh yeah. I think it wasn't activated when we created it. So okay. Yeah, we're getting the hang of this one eventually. I'm just wondering in the meantime. I think this third generation is not working. I wouldn't say it's a super interesting stream maybe for you, but I am very, very surprised how many things are just either not intuitive or not working. So you cannot do much with this pineapple thing. Like we still need to test that if we attach another interface, if it recognizes it. Now I'm just very confused. At this point, I'm super confused. At least there's a preview one. Now I can connect to this and it doesn't pop up the captive portal. I'm just simply connected.
And what's in the logs?
Yeah, no, I think nothing because you're not. This by default doesn't write anything. I think to the logs. I don't understand a thing about this. I think it's just super flaky. Let me restart the whole thing.
And can you please delete this and just create a basic one?
Yeah. Like let's what happened here? I want to stop this. Error stopping evil portal. That's cool. Stop web server. Okay, I mean, this is broken anyways. How about we do a reboot? So far, we have to manually configure the evil portal. I think this was the case with the old ones as well, so it's more targeted but you can still like kind of target this if you want. I mean, I don't understand what prevents you from selecting just a client. If it's an iPhone, it's tricky, but you could pick up on a set of SSIDs and just do it automatically. So this is an access point with a nice interface so far.
So the issue wasn't that you did not add back to the alert client?
I think it's just no. I mean I don't mean by the evil portal. That's a module someone created, but out of the box, Wi-Fi Pineapple, I think it doesn't do much for you. It has a nice interface, but aside from that, I kind of lack certain functionality, and I vaguely do remember that it was a bit better on the old one. Well, we'll grab the old one as well. not in this stream, but in the next one, and check out what's going on. But I wonder if just I am being incompetent and stupid, or we don't see any other functionality here. So I would leave the evil portal alone right now because I really do want to generate a certificate for the. Wonder if we can stop the web server. Okay, at least that worked in theory.
After restart.
So I want to go back to the enter. There is the certificate.
Maybe we just had to.
So wonder what pass-through is. Documentation is kind of lacking.
Yeah, I think that we will watch a couple of videos.
So you can delete this one.
Please don't.
You can save the settings for this one. And oops, sorry. On the access point side. Now, so we have the enterprise configuration here. There's a new SSID. So normally we should see a new SSID popping up, and there is. Okay, I'm going to show this one. Trying to cover like most of. Yeah, I have to hold it like this because there's one. There's one SSID that is not ours, but there is a Pineapple Enterprise now. That looks promising. I think that's some addition that I'm not sure the old one could handle or how well it could handle. So now we do have the per switch, right? Now we do have the enterprise one here up there. So this is just standard WPA pre-shared, and there's the enterprise one. I'm going to try to authenticate to this one. So standard enterprise authentication, I need to provide a username and a password. I'm going to say test. Yeah, I need to trust the certificate. Most users will just gladly do that. I'm going to trust this. And it says unable to join the network WPA Enterprise, but that's probably fine. Because all we need, and I'm going to switch back here, is how can I
Oh, that was
what?
If you go back.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what I was looking for. So we have a challenge and a response for MS Chap v2. This one you can crack it with I'm blanking out now. What's the name of the tool? It's Joshua Wright's tool, actually. One of them. There are two tools for this. Yeah, Asleep is one. That's Joshua Wright's tool. Now it clicked. I don't know if it's mentioned here, but yeah, Sleep is one. Oh, sorry. And what is the? Okay, then it's AS less, or I'm not gonna read it out properly, but apparently then that's the, yeah, and you can also use Hashcat to crack it. Okay, that's cool. I'm happy with this one. Finally it worked. But there was something flaky about the certificate creation. But still fantastic. This is something that is negotiated on the encryption type with the client. MS Chap v2 is I think it's the same kind of encryption as a very similar kind of yeah, it's PEP. Okay, so PEP or MS Chap is Microsoft's way of doing basically EPTLS. EPTLS is the generic method, and PEP, EPP is a very similar kind of approach. What's important with this is the validation is only done against the access point. So the moment when I said trust, I'm doomed. That's the problem. You can configure clients to refuse it. With mobile device management, I think you can disable it on mobile phone, but it's very difficult on mobile phones. You can disable it on the client side. So you can say only trust the certification. If it's not there, that's the vulnerability. That's how you can attack these networks, and then you can do an offline cracking. So works. The algorithm is very different, but works similarly as an approach as you would do it with an offline cracking in case of pre-shared key one. It's just that you need to set up an evil access point. And I do believe that we're definitely going to need this in the assessment to test this one out. And it's a very common authentication method. Now within so EAP is going to build a secure channel, but the question is within that secure channel, what's going to be passed? There are also PIN-based methods. There are also just plain password authentication methods. And the MS Chap is a challenge response one. As you can see, there's a challenge and response. So you will always, let's try another one. I'm going to do another kind of Apple join. Going to be unable to join. Does it refresh automatically? I wonder. I'm not sure what's the enable pass-through though. I think this should be the one that lets me through, no? And I can also, downgrading attack, that looks promising as well. I'm just wondering like why the pass-through one is not doing much for us. Okay, so there's Apple, different one. Yeah, this is downgrading. And GCT, I think it's like more like a pin-based one, but let's try that one as well. See if my little device falls victim of that. So let's do test 2. Oops, sorry. As a password, test 2. Join. Okay, now the pass-through actually worked because now I'm connected. It's kind of weak. Maybe I didn't click on save when I clicked on the, because I do remember flipping the pass-through. Do you remember? You don't remember. Yeah, and this is plain text, so that's the downgrading attack is not. It's not plain text, but within the channel that you establish to the access point within that encrypted channel, it's a plain text authentication. So it's secure if you connect to the right access point. If you don't, it's bad. Let me just switch back here. I want to test the pass-through functionality. I'm gonna forget the network. I'm going to authenticate again to the Pineapple network. So test 1. And even though this is pops up the authentication one again. So wants me to trust the certificate again. No, it still says unable to join. That's so weird. I mean, it's not a... So two things about this. I think it works pretty well. I do like the interface and simplicity of it. This requires way more configuration when you do it manually with for example WPA supplicant and what's the other one? WPA supplicant and there's another tool. So you can manually set up these attacks and there are tools to perform these attacks, but they're much more complicated than this. I don't understand why the pass-through doesn't work with MS Chat v2. I think that might be a bug. I kind of feel like it's a bug because when we do the one last test before we I think that this is we kind of explored the functionality, so we're gonna close up the stream after this one. I just want to test one last thing. So pass through and downgrading is enabled again. So enterprise test free. If I could type or tap on the phone, test free, join. Interestingly, the pass-through works with the downgrading attack, but not the. But it doesn't work with the MS Chat v2 one. Maybe it would be like just too difficult to properly do that with the MS Chat v2 because it's a challenge response one, so it probably has to play through the whole authentication and then fail it. The problem is if we attack targets like this, then I'm just afraid that it's essentially a denial of service. Like they keep trying to connect that. So once we collect a hash, we need to like stop it. You're awfully silent.
Oh no, I'm not.
So what do you think about the Wi-Fi Pineapple so far? We still need to do some exploring, but on the handshake part, what happened with the captured handshakes? We did have handshakes, no?
What?
Didn't we collect handshakes when we enabled the access point here? This one says capturing handshakes. Okay. So Pineapple AP WPA. Pineapples are yummy. Join. See? So there's the handshake captured. And what happened with the handshakes? We had the notification here.
Yes.
Oh, it doesn't jump there.
Click on.
That's a shame. Access points. You captured handshakes. But after reboot, it just gets flushed or what? No, it reappeared now, no? Didn't it? You remember we captured one and then we captured another one. Just now. So this is a fresh one. What? That is so weird. Let's check manually. And then, yeah, we're really going to close this one up now. Just want to check manually what's in that folder.
Just two of them.
I think after reboot, yeah, because it's under temp.
Oh.
Wow. You have to be very careful.
I think you can configure it.
Ouch, definitely. I am going to change this one now. I can see myself messing this one up immediately. I put it on the root, come on. Wow.
Not handshake? Not root handshake?
No, just whatever is, oh wow. We blew away. Imagine doing this during an assessment.
During an engagement.
Ouch. That's a bad default value. I think that's that's painful. If you mess that one up during an engagement, I would be really pissed. Like you need to run the whole attack again. Ooh, yeah, totally. Like golden nugget. Make sure that you change this one because you might remember we captured one, rebooted the device because of the cert generation thing, and
but
bye.
It was still in the logs, so you can After the reboot,
you can
check
how
what
many
you don't have
handshakes
anymore.
you're supposed to have. Yeah, because we still have it here. And does it have a timestamp info? Yeah, so you can see the time difference there. Okay. So I have a bit of mixed feelings with the whole thing, but I would say it's usable. It's not bad. Let me just switch to the main scene. So it's usable. There are a couple things with the Wi-Fi Pineapple that was quite surprising for me. This default one is definitely an unpleasant surprise. I was also a bit surprised that after a firmware update, you need to reconfigure the whole thing. I mean, why? Just why? There's no non-volatile thing. Oh, we forgot to plug in the adapter, but I'm pretty sure it works. So I'm gonna plug it in, and while we close up, we can check if it actually appears on the interface list, and I can just jump back quickly. But I'm pretty sure, yeah. So it's actually. I will switch back to this one real quick because it's interesting. So I plugged in the adapter, and we have a configuration screen here. And I keep clicking on configure and dismiss the dialog to configure the adapter at later time. And this is also something that looks a bit flaky. But it does detect the adapter.
Maybe you would need to reboot.
Yeah.
Plug it and then reboot.
Yeah. Probably I would do it like this. But there is a way to detect it apparently. And then it will show up on the reconnaissance one. So yeah, if you want to have the 5G coverage, which I highly recommend, then yeah, this is the adapter. It's just, yeah, probably the interface is now a bit confused with all the configuration changes that we made. Yeah, so we will probably explore that one afterwards. But that's all for today's stream. I don't want to do again an extreme long session, and I think the Pineapple has some strong points. It's very easy to use, but if something doesn't work, I would immediately just reboot the device because that seems to solve most of our issues.
Check where
check where you're saving the handshakes. I do like though the enterprise one. I think the enterprise attacks are something that requires a lot of expertise and knowledge. And this makes it really, really easy. So I would say that's a strong point. Some of the common attacks are a bit harder to get up and running and working. I think eventually we could figure out also the evil portal module as well. But keep in mind that that's an extra functionality that you can install. It's a third-party module. So if it doesn't work, it's really not the Wi-Fi Pineapple's fault. Yeah, it seems like that the adapter is recognized by the Wi-Fi Pineapple immediately. Again, probably a reboot will solve this one without a problem eventually. So I would just keep on rebooting the device. But I'm not saying I'm 100% satisfied, but I still find the interface pretty good, and it's much more stable compared to the previous versions. The previous versions, I had a lot of times a configuration change that was just forgotten by the device eventually for some reason. To very quickly remind everyone who's still watching us, we are going to have oh, I'm just lost here. We're going to have tomorrow a bonus stream. We're going to finish or try to finish the throwback lab. It's going to be somewhere in the evening or late afternoon. We'll see. Once we know more about the time, I will put it on the schedule, so you can check that one, and you will get the notification as we go live. So there's going to be a stream. We just don't know exactly when. And the Sunday one is going to be in the usual time, 6 in the evening in Hungarian, beginner friendly, and we're going to continue the Try Hack Me Junior Pentester path. That was all for today. Thanks for watching, and I wish you a really nice weekend and very nice Friday evening or afternoon, depending on where you are.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.